Welcome everybody. This is the fifth video of this series. In the previous videos I have explained the resources available for the online courses on the Agritrainer platform, such as ebooks, pages, URLs and the possibility to post files. Resources are often static information carriers. In the next videos I will present activities available in Agritrainer. As the name indicates, these activities will require the students to deliver input. Activities include assignments or exams, chats and fora, multiple choice questions, quizzes, wikis, workshops, and for more advanced users, there's the possibility to make a glossary, a lesson series, and to upload a complete SCORM package from existing digital courses onto the platform. Now I will start with the workshop feature. The workshop activity module enables the collection, review and peer assessment of students' work. The workshop is best used to practice what students have learned, not necessarily to assess and grade their skills. The workshop is one of my favorite features because it enables you to ask all kinds of input from your students, from simple Q&A to more demanding reports. And you can organize automated peer review amongst the participants in your course. This allows you to limit the review work for the teacher and activate the students optimally. Students can submit any digital content or files, such as word processed documents or spreadsheets, and can also type text directly into the field using the text editor in the course. Submissions are assessed using an assessment form defined by the teachers. If needed, the process of peer assessment and understanding the assessment form can be practiced in advance with example submissions provided by the teacher together with a reference assessment. Students are given the opportunity to assess one or more of their peers' submissions. Submissions and reviewers may be anonymous if required. Students are required to deliver two sorts of input in a workshop activity: their own submission and their assessment of their peers' submission. To add a workshop to your course, click on Turn Editing On at the right top of your screen. Then click Add an activity or resource in the relevant course section and select the workshop option from the list of resources. A student can directly access and open the workshop in the course environment. Like we saw previously with the ebook and the page feature, you can add an optional description to each workshop describing the purpose of the workshop. In this description, you can explain the general outline of the task given, the submission and the assessment. A detailed student instruction will follow later. Each workshop can be graded or reviewed. It is advisable to choose the comments method to grade or review this activity. This allows peers as well as teachers to provide comments as feedback on the input of the students, without adding an actual mark or grade to the work. Actual grades are better given to assignments. We will look at assignments in a later video. In a workshop, it is important to provide students with a proper instruction of the task and submission details, such as deadline and the type of input that is required. Input can vary from uploading a document to writing text directly into the workshop using the text editor. This instruction can be given under the tab Submission Settings. Upon reading these instructions, students should be able to start working on their input immediately. After you have provided the students with an instruction for submission of their work, you continue with the instruction for the assessment of the work. It is advisable to use the option for peer review, where students will give each other written feedback on their input. Please note that the workshop can only be completed once all students provide their input, but also submit an assessment of the work of a peer or fellow student. You can automatically and randomly assign students to each other for peer review. Lastly, you can end the workshop with a final remark or a conclusion. This conclusion is a text or input displayed to all students at the end of the activity. If you use the workshop for the first time, you can use an example submission to give the students an idea of the sort of input that you expect from them before they hand in their final version. Other settings. Using availability, you can select a time window in which the workshop is open for submission and assessment or peer review. You can set strict deadlines here. With common module settings, you can decide whether you want the activity to be individual or group work. Lastly, you can also link competencies to each workshop. Once published, a student can access the workshop. There, he or she will see something different in each stage of the workshop. Firstly, the student will see the description or instruction in the setup phase. That looks something like this. Once the teacher has switched the workshop to the submission phase, the student will get to see their instructions for submission. In the next videos, we will discuss the other activities you can present to your students, such as assignments, quizzes, or a forum.